Welcome back for another video. In this one, we're going to take a look at my Nintendo 64 physical video game collection here. So, let's get started with the first N64 game I played back in 1996. Super Mario 64. You can collect 120 stars in this game. Many different levels to run around in and complete missions, getting coins and landing tricks, beating bosses of different sorts. Maybe this game was packed in with their N64, I'm not entirely sure, but still have the original box and have shown that on the channel before. Probably a year or two ago, so that video's out there. I'll probably just link it. Start linking videos again. Was really bad about not doing it when I said I would do it, but yeah, getting around to doing it. But yeah, great game. It is available on the Switch online service and in the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection physical cartridge for the Switch. Star Fox 64, and I also have the box. I also have the box for Super Mario 64. I'll just show that right quick. And the boxes for most of these games. Some of them I'll show at the end because I don't have the actual cartridge out. But yeah, excellent game. What a great box. And the okay, so now to Star Fox 64. You're flying around in a ship. It is similar to the Star Wars games and was inspired by the Star Wars movies. I just have the regular edition here, and I think that's the edition that well, this is the Player's Choice edition. But we got the first edition, cartridge edition of this game when it came out. Of course, it was just the standalone cartridge, not the version of the game with the rumble pack, which actually made the box quite bigger, which was cool. But yeah, this game is also available on 3DS and Switch. Also have the game on 3DS, just for those of you that want to know. But yeah, excellent game. I've never beat it. Came close, but yeah, a game that I'm gonna get back to playing. Probably on the 3DS, which I did the other day. Here's the box for said game. Pretty sure I have the manual too. Oh, okay. Mine comes with all different kinds of leaflets and stuff, which is cool. Does have some damage, unfortunately. But here's the instruction booklet. I'm not going to show all of them. There's some artwork in there. I don't think there's much in the name of artwork that's not in the game already on this one. Yeah, just instructions and stuff. But this game is compatible with the rumble pack. Last time I checked, mine wasn't working. The one I have left. I used to have two, the white one and the gray, yellow one, I believe it was. Yeah, there's that. Okay, back to the games. Mario Kart 64. Surprisingly, I don't have the box for this, but used to. I believe this is the only surviving game from my original collection. All the rest has been rebought, except for maybe one more. But yeah, great racing game. This is the only Mario Kart game I played there for a while in the early 2000s. This is the only retro game I had there for a while. And, you know, everyone knows that my story on that, the history. You know, got back into it in 2009 through emulators on PC, and the rest is history. I've talked about that recently. Made about 3 or 4 videos on that, in fact, but I don't think I'll be doing any more. But yeah, great racing game. If you haven't played it, play it. GoldenEye 007. This game is getting a release on the Xbox Series X and S on, I believe, on Game Pass and whatever other streaming service as well. And then I believe it's getting a release on Switch. That's Not yet confirmed that I know of. It'd be very cool to see that, and I may just get the expansion pack for that. I just renewed my membership for the regular uh, service. You know, the one that includes Super Nintendo games and NES games for $20. And looked at that and saw all the games on there. Kind of looked at them, you know. So once this comes and a few other games come, maybe I'll get that service for a year and play those games. See how I like it. Maybe I'll continue on that service. But you know, I have a lot of the games that are on that service already in cartridge form and in on flashcart, which I have shown that collection. So there's really not a big reason for me to get this, other than the fact that I can play those games, you know, on the go or just while lying in bed in handheld mode. So yeah, but yeah, great first-person shooter. This is was like the best first-person shooter on the system next to Perfect Dark. I was very surprised to see this game was coming to modern consoles. I never thought it would happen due to licensing issues and these companies approaching different estates of the actors that were in the games, using their likeness and whatnot. But they looks like they pulled it off finally after all these years. Because this game has never seen a re-release outside of the original, cartridge here. Used to have that game in my collection. Wore out the original copy. Perfect Dark. Key Code Zelda. Not sure what that means, but excellent game. This used the same engine as the 007 GoldenEye or GoldenEye 007. And yeah, great game. It is an improvement over that game. I'm gonna actually get back to playing this one. I have played it on my Josh M Plays channel, or sorry, Josh Plays 87 channel, and I will get back to filming those videos. Been taking a hiatus from it. Turok, Dinosaur Hunter. This game is also available on Switch and modern gaming consoles, as well as PC through Steam, and I believe it's on goodoldgames.com as well to download on there. Great first-person shooter. It was very different for its time. Killing dinosaurs, that was not in the norm for a first-person shooter. The limitations of the N64 really showed in this game, but the developers used that to their advantage and implemented some things in the game that kind of hid things and kind of added some atmosphere to the game. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this. This was given to me by the Unbiased Gamer here on YouTube. He is no longer on YouTube, unfortunately. He shut down his channel. He was a window repairman, and he sent this to me because he just didn't need it anymore. So I happily picked it up or got it off him, and he mailed it to me. So thank you, Unbiased Gamer, if you're still out there watching. Really appreciate this. It's I still enjoy this game. So yeah, there's Turok. San Francisco Rush, great racing game. This was also in the arcades, put in the arcades by Midway. They made several follow-ups to this game. I don't think I have any of those that I know of. I thought I had Rush 2, maybe not. But yeah, I love playing this game in the arcade at a putt-putt. Still a very enjoyable game in my opinion. So yeah, there is San Francisco Rush, and I have done gameplay of this on my Josh Plays 87 channel. Blast Corpses is also available on, I believe, Xbox One on the Rareware collection or something, or Rare Retro collection. You're going through doing missions, destroying buildings, so you can let like a explosive truck come by that has like a rocket or bomb strapped to it. Very fun game. It is. The camera angles do kind of mess things up. Yeah, excellent game. This does deserve to be on the expansion pack on the N64 collection that's on the Switch. Maybe it'll be put on there. Who made this game? I believe it's Nintendo. Or sorry, that's Rare. Cruisin' World. Excellent game. This was also in the arcades, or a game like it. Great Great arcade racer. This game has a little bit better controls than the Cruis'n USA. It's done a little bit better. Yeah, arcadey racing game, going through different levels, Egyptian and jungles and woods and stuff. Very fun game. Cruis'n USA, the very first, probably one of the first racing games I remember playing in the arcade at Putt Putt back in 96, 97. Just a lot of fun with this game, even the home version. There's one with my grandmother. I've never told this story. She came over, and I popped this in and wanted to play it just because I didn't want to. You're a kid. You probably don't want to sit around and talk with your family all the time. Tell them how you're doing and blah blah. And once I started playing this game, she looked at the television and got dizzy, and they had to leave. Unfortunately, they weren't at the house long that particular day. God rest her soul. But yeah, great game. Never seen an arcade cabinet of this game again. It was a sit-down type that I played it in. Yeah, all around great racing game. NFL Blitz. I believe this was in the arcade. It is on PlayStation as well, and I believe Sega Dreamcast, I want to say. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Someone will correct me in the comments, but Nintendo Sports, in their Nintendo Sports line of games, just an excellent game by Midway. This is the game version of the game that I played back in the day and had to have this. Yeah, can't go wrong with this one, and I think it's still fairly inexpensive. Mario Tennis, another excellent game. Gotta love it. I wonder if this is a repo label, because this is kind of blurry. His face is blurry. Maybe that's just from motion. But yeah, Mario characters playing tennis. I mean, how else can I describe it? Great game, though. Another really beat up copy of Blast Corps. This one actually seems heavier than the other. Wait a minute. Interesting. But yeah, this one barely works, but I just hang on to it because I paid for it, so. Turok 2 Seas of Evil. I haven't played much of this game. I also have it on PC for Steam. Yeah, this game's darker in tone compared to the first Turok game. Got this at a convention, along with a couple of other games, I believe. Not thus in my GameCube collection that I will be showing again soon, in full this time. Pull out all those games. So yeah, Dr. Mario 64 had this. I think I rented this back in then. I don't think we own this, but yeah, fun little game. Same gameplay as the Game Boy version, just better graphics. I think that one is still fairly inexpensive too. Oh, there's the box for Mario Tennis. Oops. Show some of the side arcs. That's always really cool, I think. Banjo-Kazooie, great platformer by Rare. I believe this is also on the Rare collection on Xbox One. Would be cool. Well, I think this is getting a release on the Nintendo Switch Online Service Expansion Pack, if it hasn't already. I'm not really up to date on that since I don't have it. But yeah, great little platforming game. It's inspired by Mario, and it's very similar to that. But you're in the Banjo-Kazooie world. At this time, I don't have Banjo 2. It was actually quite expensive compared to this one, surprisingly. So here's the box for that. Very cool. All these boxes have the same theme, just color theme. Very colorful, beautiful. I like how they use every inch of this box for artwork. Wait. That's odd. I don't have... Oh well. F-Zero X. Great racing game. A sequel to the, F-Zero on Super Nintendo. There's also the F-Zero game on GameCube, which I may just get. There hasn't been a new F-Zero game since then, since the GameCube, so hopefully Nintendo will revive it. But yeah, this is an excellent one. Great music, very similar to like Joe Satriani or somebody like that. Don't have the box for that one, unfortunately. Another racing game. These next two will be racing games. Extreme G, what an excellent game. This game really pushes the N64. You're just blazing through tracks on these like motorcycle things. Extreme G2 is even better. I don't have that, but I can play that on flashcard. That's another game that's climbing in price, unfortunately. In my opinion, this game deserves a release on PC so that they can actually fix the frame rate of the game. It's a little chunky, a little just pixely, but still a very enjoyable game. Wave Race 64. Had this in the original collection that I think I did, and yeah, just excellent Sea-Doo racing game. Still holds up pretty well, and it is also available on the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pack in the N64 collection. So yeah. Oh, forgot to show that. Perfect Dark Manual. Right quick, totally forgot to do that. You can do game saves, of course. And this game does require the expansion pack to play on N64, of course. I'll just be able to show the box for this one. I don't unfortunately I don't have it out, but Diddy Kong Racing, excellent racing game. I think I did this on the last video when I showed these games, excuse me. Diddy Kong Racing, a great game that I played, thoroughly. Back when all I had was the N64. And then again when I bought this copy. Just what an all-around fun game. Can't go wrong with it. I mean, you have an overworld that you go into different tracks. That's how you access them and unlock them. A beater copy of Ocarina of Time, and this is the cartridge that I actually play for my gameplay on the Josh M87 channel, gameplay channel. Since it does have my latest save on it, which it's still holding. Yeah, collector's edition. Was not expecting this to be in the shape that it was. But it still works. It's just water damaged, especially on the label. So I decided to replace that copy with this, and I have shown the cartridge on the channel. I'm not going to show it. It's in pristine condition. I mean, it's like it just came out of the box. Now the box is in pretty good shape compared to the other one. I would say like a 7 out of 10 maybe. But yeah, Zelda Ocarina of Time, one of my all-time favorite games for the system. Can't go wrong with it. I mean, very enjoyable game. It's also available on the Switch Online expansion pack in the N64 section. Another reason I might get that, just so I can play that game, just lying in bed, playing in the handheld mode at any time, instead of having to set up the N64 or find the GameCube disc. So that's the collection, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and come back for another video coming soon.